The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, because you can be watching this at any time of the day. It is your fave duo, Ryan D from Healthy Him and
Dwayne from the Networks program, y'all, and he remixed it up.
Okay, because I was like, y'all gonna be expecting the bell. We can't always give you the bell when you want the bell. Okay, we gotta change it up sometimes. So welcome to the Healthy Him Show. Okay, another Tuesday, another dollar, another day. Mm-hmm. First off, we want to thank Pyro Media for always, producing us so beautifully. APLA Health for giving us the jobs we have, and CDC for bringing the mighty hunty, okay? Because we would not have this show nor my program. So, yes. Hey, how you feeling today, co-host?
I'm feeling good. I was a little tired before I came in today. It was a little bit slow at the other location for me anyway, at CDU MLK, okay? But, I'm here. I'm live. I'm melanated and glowing. So I'm feeling good now. How are you, co-host?
I'm okay. It's been a busy day for this busy bee. We've been getting a lot of things done. And as I said last week, we have a newcomer here with us on the Healthy Him team. Yes. He's been doing a lot of great things. We have a lot of great things lined up for Healthy Him. And we just been ripping and running. So, yeah. But other than that, I'm getting myself together. I need to eat. That's one thing. You're not yourself when you're hungry. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into what we do out here. What we do out here.
Okay, so with the Networks program, the Out Here clinics, they do HIV testing, they do STD testing and treatment. They also do PrEP and PEP services, okay? We have a few other services as well. If you would like to know more, you can reach us at outherehealth.com, okay? As far as the Networks program is concerned, okay, we do rapid HIV testing, okay? And we have 4 locations that we do that at. 4. Baldwin Hills, CDU, MLK, Long Beach, and our Olympic location. And if you get a rapid HIV test with us, you get $25. And if you scared or you want to bring a friend for support or anything like that, and your friend wants to get tested with you, you get an additional $20, y'all, okay? So come through. We have our men's mountaintop group, okay? That happens every Wednesday. I don't have this in order, y'all. We're going to pre-record this soon, so you don't even have to worry about me doing this all the time. Men's Mountaintop, that happens every second and fourth Wednesday at our CDU MLK location from 6 to 8, facilitated by my coworker, Malik. You may have seen him with the braids and things and stuff, And then every Tuesday, we have my dance class. Okay, so tonight we are getting slow and sexy just in time for Valentine's Day. If you have not seen it, go to our Instagram at networks.outhere. Okay. What do you mean it's late? It ain't even February yet.
I know, but you should have started beginning of January, getting ready for February. Get the girls ready. You gotta get ready. So you don't gotta stay ready.
I guess. You gotta get ready. But some girls don't have movement retention. Okay, so they'll forget.
That's why it takes a month. It takes a month to get the movement down. It takes a month to get the body known.
Now they got 2 weeks. This is round 2 today for the cheer dance. All right, it is by Come Through the live version by Summer Walker and Usher Raymond. Okay. And yeah, Bring your heels, bring your flats, bring your socks, bring whatever makes you feel sexy.
Okay, now Healthy Him, as the show is called, my program, we focus on Black MSM 18 and 39, and we have a lot of great things going on. So right now, we are currently doing a raffle. Well, not really a raffle. We're giving out 25 tickets. So it's first come, first serve, y'all, first off. So we're giving out 25 tickets to Love is the Message Ball that is going to be on the 10th. No, the 11th, I'm sorry. It's going to be on 11th, which is next Saturday. So if you want to get a free ticket, which the ticket is like $40 to $45, if you want a free ticket, you need to come get tested with Healthy Him. So come to out here and tell them you want a Healthy Him member to test you so you can get that ticket, period.
Now, if you do not fall under the Healthy Him demographic, which is a Black MSM 18 to 39, you can get tested by networks and also get a ticket. More details to come.
Correct. But also we have our Swab and Chill, which you always see, and the little commercial, whatever, and we need to update that commercial. But nevertheless, for those who want to know their status in the comfort of their own home, they can get the Aura Quick sent to them, and they can do it and send us the results, and we will send you an incentive. And if you come in and get an HIV test, STI testing, and a monkeypox vaccination, you are getting $100.
$100?
You're getting $100.
Ooh, okay, y'all know y'all need $100.
Okay, so for those who want to do that, let us know. We got all the information you need below, and also you can go to our website and out here at Out Here Health. Okay, but that's also our YouTube. So hey, everything's the same pretty much all around.
Branded.
Yes, and February we have a lot of great things coming up for Black History Month. So we're just gonna wait for that because it's still January, so I'm not watching it yet. But yeah, get ready. Period.
You sure you don't want to just mention it now? Give them a little taste, a little tidbit, because some of it is happening next week.
Yeah, next week. That's what I'm saying. Well, I guess not really. I don't, because no. You can mention what you want to mention.
Yeah, I was like, well, I'll definitely mention it because next Tuesday is
Don't say next Tuesday.
Oh, why?
Because I wanted to be a surprise. We have to surprise the girls.
Why?
We have a special episode for you all next Tuesday. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to.
I wasn't going to tell them all of that.
But we'll just tell them it's a special episode. I didn't know if he was going to go into context. Continue.
It don't even matter. So anyway, outside of Tuesday, next Saturday, we have our Sexual Health Saturdays. Now, if you remember, like a couple months back in November, we had one at our CDU MLK location, and this time we coming a little bit more local. We're bringing it home, baby, okay? So it'll be at the Baldwin Hills location. It'll be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have some performers. We have some games. We have a fine host.
Who is it?
It's me.
Oh, you said fine.
Yeah, right. No, I said fine. That's probably why I got confused. But yes, that is happening next Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bring your friends. We are offering HIV testing, STD and STI testing and treatment, monkeypox vaccinations. You name it, we will have it. Okay.
I'm screaming. Also, for those who are POS and need to be linked into care, we offer linkage to care as well under the Healthy Him program, okay? So if you are positive and have not been in care in a long time and need to get relinked into care, we can do that. Or if you want to know, your status, so you kind of already know, and it's like, I need to be linked to the care, period, we can do that as well, okay? And that's on period. Now, also, next week for our Black and Latinx individuals, we are having a speed dating event, okay? This is part 2, okay? It's round 2. So we did it in the fall, and now we're doing it again in the spring. So we're doing it every season, you know what I'm saying? So we have a collaboration with El Saludable, our Latinx program, and we will be doing a cute speed dating event. And, come find love for the springtime and maybe summertime, or maybe just, hook up, but not here, but somewhere else. But yeah, it's going to be real cute. Other than that, I don't want to mention nothing else because I wanted to be surprised.
Well, also in 2 weeks, we do have our Prep for Love event as well, where we will be bagging only, clean clothes for the unhoused on Skid Row.
Correct, and we love that. What else is happening in February?
And where?
February. That was intentional.
We have our monthly Catch the Beat event that will also be happening with our collaboration with Ahmad. It is a mini ball / session, so come through.
What date is that?
More dates to come with flyers and things, so stay tuned, okay? It will all be there, pre-made for you.
Okay.
Next week.
So we just say, ultimately, follow us on our respective Instagrams. Healthy Him will have everything, and networks dot out here. Is that correct?
Yes,
we'll have all the things. Yes, making sure people can see it, but I also got to reiterate because
I'm just saying, if you could see the screen, you could just.
Yeah, I don't look at the screen. I look at myself because when you look at the screen, it looks like you're not looking at the camera.
Well, just for reference.
As an artiste who's used to being in front of the camera, I always look into the camera.
Anyway, moving on.
Continue.
I was waiting for you. You just had, all the things to say.
Nevertheless, let's get into our groups, child. Go ahead.
Yeah, I already mentioned mine.
You mentioned your men's mountaintop. You mentioned your dance. Okay, and let's get into our newest groups that's coming up. It's going to be POV. It's going to be your perspective. So we're doing point of view Mondays. Okay, so every Monday starting February 20th, we are doing a runway boot camp, okay? And it's going to be hosted essentially by Healthy Him, but the teachers will be from different perspective or respective houses of ballroom. So stay tuned for that. Our flyers will be dropping tomorrow.
They're from the same house.
Y'all better eat it. They're all from different houses, sweetie.
They're from the same house.
They're all from different houses.
They're from the same house.
They're all from different houses.
Okay, we'll see when the flyers.
Tunde is not a Mugler. Thank you. Calm down.
One.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Stop. They're not all the same. Anyway, like I was saying, we have that coming. And also we have BQT, Black Queer Talk. So every Thursday, 7 to 9, we have our people come together for Black queer space and Black queer, love and all that things. We talk about love, sex, relationships, and all those things in between. Okay. We have our Black queer therapist coming in this Thursday, and we're going to talk about self-love. We always, we cry, we kumbaya, we do all the things, and we heal slowly but surely. We're here for each other. I cannot. And then also every first and third Wednesday, we have Thrive, which is my counterparts, Dion's group for positive individuals.
Yes, Dion.
It's from 6 to 8, and it's also ran by him and another new counterpart that y'all have not met yet, but y'all have seen on the show, Caleb. So you guys will enjoy that. And yeah, it's tomorrow. So hope to see, those positive individuals who may want to be linked or just want a safe space to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's the whole rundown. We still got a few more surprises in the bucket, but we'll wait on that.
Surprises in the bucket.
Other than that, let's get into our topic of today. We talking about being Black, being gay, and making coins. We talking about entrepreneurship. We talking about you got your own business. He got money. Get it all for him. He's on his own thing. You hustling. Ooh, we love that. We love that. And bring him in, Kwame.
Yes.
Ooh. Zere! Period.
Hey, speaking of Black, gay, and making coin, y'all said I can get $100 for what?
I'll forget Presley, baby. Okay. See Ryan for more.
Yes, but we know you live all the way in the Bay, girl.
I know. I make a check for $100.
Okay,
period. Make it right back. Make it right back. How y'all doing? Hi, Dwayne. Hi, Ryan.
We doing good. How are you?
Great.
I am doing very well. Thank you so much. I love you guys' dynamic. You guys are just bounce off each other so well. It's so good.
We try. Well, for those who don't know, Derek actually had us on his show December 18th last month.
And we made it hot.
Okay, and it was cute. So if you guys didn't see that, go check that out on his respective Instagram, which he can say, or he can say it later, whatever he wants to.
Right here, it's Derek Dahmer.
Oh, period.
Dahmer is my late night show, Late Night with Derek.
Yes.
We are on a pause right now, but we are coming back. I already have my guests lined up for the next couple of episodes, so stay tuned. We are coming back, and we do make it hot every time that we're on live. So Instagram Live is Late Night with Derek, and you can find that on Derek Dahmer. At Derek Dahmer.
You better plug it in. Okay.
Yes.
What today we got you here talking about being Black and gay and making coins. Okay. So you got your own business. Let's talk about it. How many businesses do you have? What do you oversee? Give us the teats.
Oh my gosh. So it has expanded over time, right? So I originally, so the thing that came first was Late Night with Derek. Late Night with Derek started off on Instagram. Yeah, it was an edited thing. It was pre-recorded, and I was on the back end producing, editing, creating the content. A very Wendy Williams show type of format. So I started off with that. That was back in 2018. After that, I started off. I did a podcast called Derek on Record. Stopped that to pursue my graphic design and media business, which is now called DSH Media. So that's what I'm currently doing, and that's pretty much now my umbrella of all my businesses. So DSH Media Inc. is the umbrella of Late Night with Derek. I also have DSH Photography, and my graphic business as well. So I'm doing a lot of things. I'm doing the late night show, practicing that, doing the graphic design as well as the photography. So I'm your guy for it all.
I love that. First off, what does DASH stand for?
DSH.
DSH.
DSH, yes. That's actually my initials.
Clever. What's your middle name?
Derek Sean Herbert. So, not the government, sweetie.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
The exclusive, okay.
But, I think it's safe to say, because it's a little controversy around the last name Dahmer, and this was before the hype of the Netflix film. So I am in no relation to Jeffrey Dahmer, but sure, yes, those are my initials.
I'm glad you clarified, because I was surely going to ask you for the people. I was going to be like, let's clarify for the people.
Go get the camera.
So when did you realize that you wanted to be an entrepreneur and have all of these businesses and things?
Maybe when one check wasn't cutting it. One check wasn't cutting it. I was like, okay. And you know what? Back in 2019 is when I really got my graphic design. And that was the first thing that actually really made me money. Graphic design. I've always been humbly, technologically inclined. I always knew I had artistic vision and just was good with coding and designs, and I always had an eye. I create all my flyers and videos and pictures on Instagram. So I used that to start DSH Media, which led to Late Night with Derek and DSH Photography. So when DSH Media's graphic design portion started to take off in 2019, I was like, wow, I'm really making money off of this. So why not? I continued it to this day. I got logos to do tonight.
Oh, that's right. So how many clients do you have currently and have developed over time?
Oh my gosh, I have so many clients. I would say I can't even give a number, but I can confidently say over 200, 250, between 200 and 250 clients. And a lot of them are so loyal, and I really honestly appreciate that. I think it just validates what I do, my work and my vision. So and especially during the pandemic when folks were trying to figure out what they wanted to do, that's when our business was really booming. And I think because it's the beginning of the year now, business is back booming as well. So I'm just so thankful for all my clients at DSH Media, Late Night with Derek, and DSH Photography, because baby, this Black game making coins.
Every business definitely has its season, y'all. It's slow moments and it's high moments. So I'm glad you're on a high. Enjoy the roller coaster.
Okay,
yeah, definitely. That is what it is.
I love that you mentioned that you always were technologically inclined, and it's we don't really see a lot of Black gay men. You do identify as gay, correct? Or queer? What is it?
Gay
the people
as
want to know.
hell. Gay as hell.
Okay. Gay as hell. We rarely see Black gay men in technology or in graphic design. We see some in photography, but it's just when you see it, it's yes, that's so, it's just different. It's kind of yes, I love that. Thrive. Go up. What, do you have any inspiration behind that? Of course, we all usually have inspirations behind what we do. So I feel what was your inspiration?
Yes, who was your inspiration in this career that is web design and other things like that?
I'm screaming.
Well, you know what? I actually don't have an inspiration in web design. I'm just a firm believer of leveraging your talent and making it a business. Make money off of it. If you made money off of it one time and then another time and look at that and be let me get a price sheet going. It starts with you, really. If you feel you're talented and you really want to take your business, you have to promote yourself, all that. So I think what really inspired me to create my business was um, also I'll mention that it was people that I associated with. So I associated with people that had businesses that was looking for another source of income. And they were like, hey, you're good at this. Do you think you can create this for me? I was like, yeah. And then I created something for it. And then people were like, who did that? And they were like, oh, Derek did that. And then that's how it gets going.
Come on, we love a good word of mouth.
Black businesses inspire me. BIPOC businesses inspire me. Local, small owned businesses inspire me. We're just all trying to make it, and I respect that.
Okay, and you right in time for Black History Month. Okay.
Start tomorrow. You gonna do some sales?
Okay.
Say it one more time. Oh, you know, DSH Media does do sales around Black History Month. I had a Juneteenth sale. I don't play. I know.
I know that's right.
Come on for the people.
And the minute I can learn how to take EBT, I will.
Okay. Look, all forms of payment, baby.
All forms of payment. Okay.
Okay, so do you have any specialties when it comes to like your graphic design or your photography? Because I know like a lot of photographers like I only do still life, or I do lifestyle, or I do headshots, or like different like concepts. Or when it comes to graphic design, like I only do this kind of like. What's your thing? What's your niche?
So for me, I can speak to for the my graphic design. I'm very good at logos. I currently have 2 logo packages that are very popular right now. So my logos, I believe simplicity. Like you do not have to have a picture of you as your logo, but I can do it for you if you want me to. But I'm just my niche, my expertise is like text-based film, classic and timeless logos.
Yes,
because you want to invest in this one time until it's time for you to revamp, not because next year you look different or next year this is boring to you. You want something that is timeless. That continuity is really important when you're running a business. So I make sure I express that to clients. So simplicity, but very classy, chic logos. I also am very proficient in video editing. And yeah, so video editing and producing. All of my videos that you see pre-recorded live have all been orchestrated, formatted, everything ran by me. So and created, edited. I'm really good at that. So video editing, logos, I'm your guy.
Hey, well, maybe you could team up with Pyro. Maybe y'all could
Okay.
You never know.
I'd be more than happy.
Well, what would you say are like some pros and cons of being like an entrepreneur and having your own business?
Oh my goodness. Pros and cons. So I would say the pros is. Let me start with the cons. I'm in on the pros. Some of the cons is you're blessed to be busy, but you are very busy. Like it could take up a lot of your time. So if you want to run a business and you actually get to the point where you have a lot of clients and then you have a lot of people like putting in multiple different orders with you, that takes up a lot of your time. Like you will have to compromise your social life and some other type of like outside activities outside of being on your computer and your software or whatever. So that can be a con to some people. Like I said, I'm blessed to experience that, but it can be a con. Another con is like when you're working with people and then trying to understand their vision, it's very complex, right? Like somebody can have a vision in their head of how they want something or how they envision something. So you really have to be an expert visionary.
Okay.
to really to really get the idea of like to really picture what they want and deliver quality results, right? So and that could be hard, and you are not going to please everybody. So there's going to be sometimes as an entrepreneur, sometimes there's been moments where I didn't catch your vision, but I worked hard to make sure in the end I did whatever it took for that person to leave satisfied. Right. So that could be a con too. It's kind of hard, like with different complex ideas. But pros is it definitely builds character. It's good practice. having multiple clients with multiple different orders, um, how you approach things, how you approach people is very important. You get to learn those people say soft skills, but they are actually power skills as you grow up and you learn, as you're navigating through industries, your work life, your family life, friends life, any other relationships. You're going to want to learn, get those people skills. So I feel like that's something that I've been working very hard at achieving, and that's figuring people out. So there's a lot of life skills that you learn working with people and delivering products and services to bring out people's dreams. So that's good.
And what would you say your clientele demographic is, like, predominantly? Like, is it women? Is it men? Is it both? Is it like
They Black?
Yeah.
Baby, Black women have been showing up for me. I will say, yes, one time for the Black, a bunch of times for the Black women. Okay, like they have. When I tell you the biggest hustlers during the pandemic, when my business was like off the chain, Black women were the biggest hustlers. Okay, they had a business. They got business at the business. And you know, I can't speak to what was their motivation. Families to feed, I'm sure, like many other families throughout the pandemic. Being the breadwinner, I'm so happy and thankful to be a part of a generation and live in a time where women are the breadwinners and they're like going for it and they're hustling. And they were coming to me like, I need this logo, I need business cards, I need videos, I need flyers, I need photography session. They have been showing up for me. So I respect and I definitely just tilt my hat to all the Black hardworking women, BIPOC women. They have shown up for me, as well as my fellow LGBTQ plus, 2IA plus community members who have also decided, made me somebody of choice to go to. So I appreciate them as well. They've shown up for me a great deal as well.
We love that. Well, we're going to get into a brief commercial break. We'll be right back after this.
For sure.
All right.
Are you in need of a quick and easy way to know your HIV status? Swab and Chill is a discreet way to learn your status in the comfort of your own home. The process gives you results in 20 minutes. Swab the upper gums, swab the lower gums, and voila! Simply follow the colorful step-by-step instructions located inside the kit. Or call APLA and we can assist you virtually. In addition, all kits include condoms and lube for that penetrative fun. For our trans clients, we have Swab and Chill Plus, a customizable kit for trans-specific needs. And we haven't forgotten about COVID either. All kits include personal protection gear, like face masks, comfortable yet stylish, a personal touch tool for dealing with those germ-infested handles and ATM keypads, wet wipes for those little messes that need cleaning up. Also, keep that summer body protected with Swab and Chill sunscreen. And don't forget about our fanny packs for those quick trips to the store. All this can be yours. Simply call Swab and Chill at 323-329-9713 or email us at swabandchill@apla.org. We would love for you to be part of our Swab and Chill family.
Come Swab and Chill with us!
We gotta change it up for y'all sometimes.
Okay,
y'all can't be expecting everything all the time.
Okay, was y'all playing slide?
We're back with Derek here, Derek Dahmer. No affiliation or relation to Jeffrey. Okay.
No.
Oh, hi, chocolate son, I love you.
But y'all, we are talking about being Black, gay, and making coins. Okay, being an entrepreneur, having your own business. Okay, he's out here now.
Look at that, Queen.
Co-host, take it away.
Okay, so before we went to the commercial break, we talked about the pros and cons of being a Black queer entrepreneur, such as Derek here, with the jewelry on the thing, since he got money.
He low-key look like Trey. I was like, you better stop.
You know what? I think Derek will attest to this because I put this on Twitter and he could not retweet fast enough. I am a butch queen in Trey's clothing.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And so,
I mean, yes.
Okay.
I was giving trade all day.
Okay.
Ain't that a period? Okay.
I love it. Woo!
Come on, versatility.
Okay, look.
Oh, my dog back here, you guys.
Back to the topic at hand, as far as being a Black queer entrepreneur and getting to that coin, getting to the bag, as the kids say. What do you feel as a Black butch queen or a Black queer man? For those who don't know what a butch queen is, what did you feel were some barriers starting your own business, or a business is actually, because you have multiple, okay, under the umbrella of DSH Media, okay.
Yes. Okay. So I think self-doubt. That's a barrier. I mean, I could not believe there were so many times that I would see payments come in and be like, what am I doing? I'm not doing this. What am I doing? Like, this is crazy. And so self-doubt was a barrier because that inner saboteur, I was my own demise to like this money I was making. And that's just the money I was making, this business I was creating, right? Most importantly, these relationships I was creating, this clientele, this loyal clientele that I was creating, like forming in real time. I couldn't believe it. So I was starting to get in my way a little bit and be like, I don't have the resources, which is also true for some people. I don't have the resources or the money to fund this business and make it great. But that's when you really have to sit down and financial literacy is another thing that it's a big thing in the BIPOC community, but we don't have that type of time. We'll talk about I have to teach myself and use some of the learnings that I got on how to run a business and how to allocate funding for different things to run my business. So resources is a barrier, right? So but I made it work.
Okay. So compared to, the straight Black men of America, do you feel you are more or less respected in the industry of like graphic design and media?
Am I more? I'm sorry. You said I'm more
respected.
Oh.
More or less.
You know what? I feel I'll say this. I've also had straight men show up for me as well in my business as well. So like as for looking at it from the clientele perspective, I feel respected. I feel like my work is appreciated. I've been able to create loyal followers and clients from delivering products and services to them. But as far as
this is more for like your counterparts and
peers. Yeah, as far as my counterparts, to be honest, I don't know a lot of straight. At least graphic design. I know that they're out there, but I don't have a lot of straight counterparts that are graphic design experts.
Okay, Mariah.
So.
Okay. You don't know her? Him?
Don't know. But in the photography realm, yeah, I do feel respected with my straight counterparts because that is. We talked about Black people and not knowing that many graphic designers that are Black and gay or Black and straight. In the photography realm, I've been able to associate myself with a couple of photographers that are both heterosexual and homosexual across the board, and I felt respected every time.
Okay.
So what are the 3 things you feel like were imperative when starting your business?
Yes, that's a good one.
Top three. Top three.
Three things realizing my audience. I would say realizing my audience and who am I targeting. Because that plays a big part in my promotion. How am I targeting people? When am I targeting these people? How I'm targeting, for instance, like my flyers, my posts. I think that it's just been very interesting understanding like the demographics of things and really using that to build this business. Okay. Folks want this type of engagement on the site, or they want to see more of this on my website, on my Instagram, on my story, and that works for them. That the more they see me, the more I keep putting my content out there, that works for them. And then just creating that sort of like framework around your policies and procedures. I think that's very important. You really do have to set the expectations with clients because they'll try and run over you, get over on you if you allow them. So you have to be a leader and establish those guidelines and not rules, but like formalizing how you run and operate your business, right? That's important as well. And then the last thing I would say, being accommodating people without compromising what you need as well as a business owner, right?
Ooh, that's a balance right there.
Yeah. So I want to, because I value my clients. I want to be able to work with them. This is a client that I don't want to lose, whether it's a photography session, whether it's graphic design or something. I have them, get them where you want them. Understanding that you need to get them where you want them. And if you see that there's a barrier between you getting paid and getting booked, work with them, accommodate them to the best of your ability, but don't compromise your end goal, your prices. You have those set prices for a reason, but work with them. And that can look like you give me a deposit now or later. If make your own judgment on that. Loop back, follow up with them, inform them of some sales coming up soon. If you really value, their business, let them know, hey, I'm going to have a sale for Black History Month. Maybe that might be another opportunity for you to revisit this conversation, and we can go forward with delivering products and services. How does that sound? Okay, look, fish. Oh.
I love the balance and the duality. Okay. It's so refreshing.
Yeah. I love all those points.
Ooh, but I had a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so you were speaking of the guidelines and the boundaries of running your business and things like that. And I know you probably got into like maybe one or two of them just now. But what are a few others, that'll really help somebody really stand 10 toes down in their business, their brand, and their morals when it comes to their business?
Yeah. So if you're delivering a product or a service, I think one of the more popular things is establish your refund, or if you haven't like something actually tangible you can hold, refund or exchange policy. Make that clear. Make that clear, right? Because you do not. You want to do what's best for the client. You want to make sure you continue that relationship with them. You want to get their business again, but set the expectation early, and have them acknowledge it and agree to it before moving forward with working with you, and that will save you a lot of headache later on. I promise you. And I think another formalized, pretty much guideline around running a business is, I think people people talk about copyrights and trademarks as well. You should probably get into that. Definitely get into that. And I think in the beginning I wasn't as knowledgeable about it, and now I'm a little bit more a little bit more informed about it than I was last year and then the year before that. So it's going to take some time for you to fully understand things in the business. You're not going to go into the business realizing everything right away. Now I feel comfortable and confident about copyright infringement and trademarking things. So establish that as well. So you won't have to run into any litigious situations.
Okay. Nobody likes getting sued.
Okay, I was going to say. That takes a long time. But no, I was going to say.
Yes, thank you.
I like the points that you made, even the ones you just made just now. What really stood out to me the most was the fact that you said knowing your demographic. And I feel like that's a huge thing because, like, I'm still trying to learn that myself. I'm a YouTuber. But it's so difficult because you look at your analytics and you be like, so who is watching this? Like, who is being receptive of what I'm putting out? Like, blah, 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 blah. And surprisingly, I thought mine would be Black women as well. But mine is men. And it's just, okay, so it must be gay men. But then I looked at the age range and it's 18 to 54. And I was just like,
wow, that's broad.
I was like, okay.
Come on, broad audience.
So now I need to know, like, how to maneuver that. So, like, how do you personally, circling it back, with knowing your demographic, how do you go about that?
Yeah, so you say your demographic is 18 to 54 men? Mm-hmm. Okay, let me make sure I look cute.
I'm assuming they're gay, child.
Let me make sure I look cute. Because they're following you right now. Right. Yeah, so navigating through that, I think, it's been a surprise. You know, my demographic, the strongest demographic has been like 18 to 34 for me, which is pretty wide, and it's been women, and then
that's
following
that demographic as well. That's
and then that would be the men. So you know, like I said earlier, just folks need to just be reminded they like cutesy stuff, and I see that. I know who I work with. I peep my loyal clients. They like simplicity, something that's futuristic. So I try and take that approach in my post and in my story post, any of my flyers. So you really need to be intentional about laying things out that are like clear for people to see. Your message is clear for people to see, and get to the point. You can have all the information on the next slide or whatever, but get to the point of what they want. That's what I feel like my demographic wants. It's a younger group of women who are always on the go. They respond better to me when I get to the point in my post and in my engagement online. They respond better when I get to the point about how it helps them, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So has there been a time recently where you just was like, you put something out, or can you think of your most recent time where you put something out and was just like, nah, this ain't it. Like, I need to delete this ASAP, no Rocky.
Any of my work?
Mm-hmm. Has there been a time you just been like, I'm not too confident in this. I don't feel good about this. This needs to go. Or like, I wish I could have did this instead. Like after the fact, you realize it's not as popping as you thought it was going to be. Like, you know?
Do you delete things?
No, I delete.
Well, on my business page. So my business page is at DSH Media Inc. At DSH Media Inc. on Instagram. I just got into deleting things. I am such a time capsule person. I just love seeing the evolution of my work and just revisiting like, oh yeah, I did that for this person. Oh yeah, I did that. That was pretty cool. You know, but some of them I delete if it doesn't represent the quality of my work now. And then that also goes with being clear about where you're at and what your niche is as a business owner, right? So you are essentially putting your name out there. Don't put anything out that you just can't stand behind, right? And some of the things I've done, I'm in my past, I've done some crazy logos for people, and I'll just be like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm creating this, right? This is a lot. But just still like respecting one's hustle and everything. But I do have to acknowledge like where I'm at now, how I want to represent my brand, and that's important. So sometimes I would delete something that just doesn't represent where my work is now, because I just want to set the expectation when somebody is inquiring to work with me.
Okay, period. Well, speaking of like, putting out crazy logos and things like that, has there ever really been a time that you got a client and you just did not agree with what their vision was and you had to, deliver? How did you navigate that?
I don't agree with their business or their logo.
One or both. Let's choose one.
I can think. I make a really good call on who I represent in their business. Like I am pretty much that first step in folks' businesses, right? So I take great pride in that, but I also I'm a man of integrity, and I can't really put I can't put my name behind something that I don't agree with, or something that doesn't feel right. So I tend to typically weed out those folks without moving forward with them, and that looks like them looping back, and I don't know. It's just I haven't really ran into too many instances on that, but I do remember maybe an instance of like looping back with them and telling them that maybe I don't think our vision's pretty. I don't think my work aligns with the vision of your logo, but not so much the businesses. I haven't got too many outlandish businesses. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel as a Black gay entrepreneur? Had that identity and that intersectionality has affected or impacted how you maneuver in the world?
Ooh. Well, it's been a little bit easier because it's virtual, right? For me, with the graphic design. So a lot of my work that I deliver, products and services that I deliver, is online, virtual, and I don't really feel the pressures of that. That's like behind my phone or behind my laptop or my iPad. I feel respected. I don't think that my sexuality or too many parts of my identity come into play. What I did do was take out my personal Instagram off my business page, I think, because when they click that, it go from professional to you put your trust in that. You think
Okay.
you want your best friend and your sister. Okay, because look, I go from, you talk about versatility. I go from business, and then they click on that business page bio, like the founder of, and then so I don't want to distort because I know that there is some there are some people who would probably rather not work with, and that's ridiculous that we're saying that in 2023. There are some people that might be hesitant or not respect the work of a Black gay man. So I try not to distort too much, but I'm always going to be me. I'm unapologetic. Pride came around. I said that this business is on my page. This business is ran, operated by and founded by a Black gay man, and I'm proud of that. And talk about setting expectations. So, yeah.
I don't know.
I can still deliver the work, and my sexuality, my identity have nothing to do with it. You're here. We're here about the skills and the services. So let's stick with that.
That part. Now, can you tell the people, just as a sidebar, can you tell people your sign and your relationship status really quick, if you don't mind?
I'm a I was about to say it. You guys should guess, but I'm a Scorpio. Yes, a proud Scorpio, and who want to fight about it?
October or November?
I'm a November Scorpio. What are you guys assigning again? I think we already talked about this.
Guess.
You're Gemini.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dwayne. No, don't do that.
You know, Diane, do you?
Wait, no, I don't know your sign. What is it? What's your sign?
Oh, child. How you remember his sign? You don't remember mine. You know me longer than her.
Aries. Aries. Are you Aries?
There you go.
Are you joking with me?
No, dead ass.
Aries.
Okay. See, my memory is like, okay.
Well, your partner is still a Gemini, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was making sure. I don't know if you want that out there. I'm sorry. I just wanted to both about how Geminis, are just the best.
I know how you Geminis like the tussle.
That part. Now, getting into that, I know how Gemini and Scorpios can be. So the fact that y'all are together is insane to me, but I'm glad it's thriving. Hopefully it is. What I want to ask is he supportive of your businesses, and how?
I think I've been very lucky in finding partners that support me in my business, right? So, to be honest, it was my partner before him who kind of really pushed me, like, you're good at this. You should start getting paid for it. Around that 2018, 2019 years where I was first starting out my business. So I've luckily been very supported by not just my partners, but my family and friends as well. And yeah, it takes a lot of time, but I do appreciate how everyone has just been so supportive and understanding.
I love that. That's what I want. I want, like, my man, repost my YouTube videos and stuff. Like, dang, like, don't just watch it, like, But I do, I flex with that. I mean, I really like that. So period.
Yes.
Y'all, last forever.
And I plan to support. Supportive then and supportive now. That's just how I roll. Like, I have my dreams and aspirations, and whoever I'm with will forever be supported by me in their endeavors as well. So,
yeah. All right. I love that. Okay.
I must start.
Well, we are getting to the end of our show, and we always end our show with some advice. Okay.
Yes,
so do you want to take it away, co-host?
I sure do. Okay, so let's pull it in. Come on, get close. So, what advice would you give to our viewers who are having difficulty starting their own business and figuring out what outlet they want to pursue
and profit from?
And well, obviously, we want the money, honey. That's already a given.
Not everybody. Some people just like helping people.
I mean, but
get to the bag. Get to the bag. That's all. At the end of the day, get to the bag. That's not my advice. But I mean, it is an advice. But that's not my answer to your question. Get to the bag. Like, you're gonna help people as much as you can. But when is helping people gonna turn into helping yourself?
Right. That was my.
Some people don't need money, which is crazy. I've met a lot of people who just be like, I just do it to volunteer.
Where they at?
Okay.
You're right, Ryan. But yeah, that's a good point. Where they at? Where the niggas at?
Okay.
So my advice for people would be, honestly, get out your own head. If I can just whisper that in people's ear from time to time, get out of your own head. Because really, you just have to sit there and think about all these. If you are having negative thoughts, if you're having imposter syndrome, I don't know how many people are familiar with that. Like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I don't deserve to be here. I can't believe this. I have a business, or, believe it, thrive off of it, make it work, try it out, and just do it. Just do it. Get out of your head all those negative thoughts of, like, I don't have this, I don't have that, I can't do this, I don't understand that. You will learn it over time. Grow with your business. So, even if it's sounding like something that's going to be so big and you can't wait, let it be a baby first. And then nurture it, learn it, and just continue to grow with it, and you'll get the fruits of your labor. Watch.
Absolutely.
I love that. You know, I was just thinking, I was like, wait a second, what you doing next Tuesday? You want to pull up and, be a Black queer vendor here? Take a little drive?
Oh, let me know. Let me know
I'll
next
reach out
Tuesday.
to you doing after the show.
Yes, I'd be happy to.
Now she gave it away at the end of the show, and you didn't want to tell people at the top of the show.
Yeah, we told them we was doing what's the name, but they don't know what's happening.
We did not.
For the show.
No.
Yeah.
No, we did not.
We did.
We did not. We talked about sexual assault Saturday because you didn't want to talk about it at all.
I was talking about the show, though. I don't care what else.
My favorite parts of the episode is watching you guys go back and forth.
But yeah.
It's literally like, brother.
Because Eric is, I don't know what. But anyway, Derek, thank you for being on the show.
It's the Gemini.
We appreciate you for being on the show. You all follow Derek at Derek Dahmer. No affiliation to Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm. And his business page at DSH Media Inc.
Okay.
Yes, on Instagram and
Late Night with Derek.
Late Night
Okay,
with
that features
Derek.
us on season. What season was that?
This is season 4. You
Season 4.
guys were episode 2.
That's my favorite number. I know that's right.
And visit my website, dshmedia.org. It's also in that bio on the business page at DSH Media Inc. on Instagram. So
yes, for all of you
both. You both are amazing. I've given you your flowers on my show, but I just cannot stop. You two are amazing. And I just love your dynamic. I love all that you guys do, just going through the commercials and the announcements. I appreciate all the BIPOC spaces that you create, the safe spaces and the resources for people. What you guys do and where you guys work is so important. And I'm so grateful for this space, this opportunity, and I had a blast today.
Thank
you, Derek.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, without further ado, it's your fave duo saying bye.
Bye.